Hey, beautiful souls! Welcome back to the welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do a quick message from your angels, and so in order to get us started today, I invite you to take a grounding breath with me as I play a sound instrument. Awesome. So, welcome to the reading. Today, we are going to get a message from your angels. But before we even get started in pulling a card, I am feeling some uplifting energy with you all. Some like I just came out of a couple of month depression type energy and I'm feeling good. I just met a real ass person in a world full of fake ass people type of energy, and it feels to you like something that you were unexpectedly getting or receiving, and it felt just like lucky. And so I don't know what that's about, but that's what I feel kind of before we even get into your messages. So let's get a message from an angel. And we have romance and connection. Yes. So, yeah, somebody here has found a person that is a real one. You have found someone who you were meant to find each other at this time for a specific reason. And yes, it says romance, and maybe for some of you it is, but for others of you, it is just this uber loving, easeful, growthful, honest, fulfilling relationship with something or someone in your life. And so for some of you, this could be connecting with a career that feels like home to you, or a physical space that feels so aligned with you. It could be the birth of a special person, maybe a niece or a nephew, a cousin that is super special to you, or you having a child yourself, and it feels so like perfect. They feel so perfect, even if the world isn't perfect. And so that's the energy that I'm getting for you. For others of you, if it's not a job, if it's not a person, it could be just connecting with something that makes your heart feel satisfied. And for many of you, I'm getting that this comes after a period of something of the opposite nature happening, and feeling like, fuck, this just ain't for me. Like, I'm just never gonna be able to find a job that I like, or find that person that really fits for me, or understands me, or aligns with me, who's weird like me, or quirky like me, who likes that show that I like, or understands the style that I like, or honors and makes space for my obsession about this particular thing, even if they don't share that same obsession. Within a business sense, I'm getting like this is a person who helps to balance those aspects that you aren't particularly good at or that you don't take particular pleasure in. And so maybe it's the financing and you're like, I can do it, but I'd rather not. And this person comes along and it's like, oh my goodness, give me that. That is what I would prefer to do. You want to be out in the spotlight and doing the things, fan fucking tastic. Let me go back here and do my thing. And it just works. I'm getting like peanut butter and jelly. And so, like, this feels like such a fun relationship, like a classic relationship. And although everybody may not appreciate it, it feels like it will be very much like loving for however long it lasts. And I think that that is an important part of what your angels also want you to know, is that everything that is beautiful doesn't have to last forever. As a matter of fact, it never is going to last forever. And so they are wanting you to ground in the reality that while this connection is beautiful and amazing and really will be so fulfilling to you, it is important not to attach yourself so strongly to it that when it is time for a transition of whatever kind, after however long, then it is important for you to be able to know when it's time to move on. And so the example that's coming up is that it's important when you are at a job. Let's say that you build a company from the ground up, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it, you finally see it successful, it nourishes, it flourishes for a time being, and then it is time for you to retire, or you have a sickness that it kind of makes you have to move a different way in life, or you have a family situation. Something happens in life that requires you to move differently out of your company, and you are reluctant to do so because you love it so much, you find so much fulfillment, and so it's telling you not to mesh with this thing. Like, keep your own separate identity from this thing. It's I had another example, but it went away. But essentially, that is the message. Don't mesh with this thing. Love it, cherish it, appreciate it. It is all for you. And, it will be for you as long as it is for you. And you can trust and believe that. Bet your bottom dollar on it, is what your angel said. Excuse me. And so, what is the guidance on what to do if is it here already? Yeah, for a lot of you, it's already here or it will soon be here. And so the guidance is what to do with it. Nope. Let's see. What is the guidance? What is the thing that needs to be answered? How to enjoy this romantic connection. Romance and connection, sorry. Make a plan and focus. And so within this, it feels like protecting the energy, right? And so not feeling as though you can be so not feeling as though this is so natural that you won't also have to work at it, right? And so they are again level setting. Man, y'all must have went really romantic because they like, hold up, let's kind of ring this in a little bit, because your angels are level setting and saying that there is going to be work required within this relationship, within this friendship, at this job, within this career, or with this home. And so it's not just going to be something that arrives in your lap and you don't have to do anything. It is very much like that like that birth example. And so like you have gotten through the pregnancy, or you have seen someone through the creation, the formation of the life of the project, and now it requires nurturance and protection. Now it requires you to make some adjustments, whether that be changing how much you make, changing how much you spend, changing so that you can sustain, right? Because it's not just about receiving, it's really about wanting you to be able to hold on to this thing for as long as you're meant to. It almost feels like a till death do us part type of energy, but only if it is worked towards. And so if this is a career, it is something that you don't have to give up until it is time for it to be given up. And it requires you to be very strategic about how you do that in your industry, in a market that is ever changing. Because even if your industry is unique, everything is interrelated. And so if you are in marketing, then it's still going to matter what's happening economically, it's going to matter what's happening politically, it's going to matter what's happening medically, because it's going to have some level of effect on something that you have to do, what is happening somewhere else. And so what this kind of is saying to me from your angels is that they just want you to be aware that as you receive this thing, as you enter into this relationship, as you experience this connection, it is going to grow you, and it is going to require you to take action in a way in which maybe you haven't in a while. Maybe you are returning to school after not being there for a while. Maybe you're getting a second job temporarily. Maybe you're going from working to being at home because you're on leave to care for the child, or maybe you're changing careers and you're going from one space to another. And so it's saying that it is okay to have this time of transition ultimately. And as you are transitioning, focus on how you can have the longevity, what that requires of you, what you need from the thing or the person, and how you can communicate that and hold the boundary if you don't receive that. And how can you respond if a boundary is presented to you? Because you will also have some adjusting to do, some compromises to make. And so it's a both and situation. And so this beautiful, loving, lucky, fulfilling, satisfying relationship coming into your life that will elevate you to the next level. So allow yourself to ease on in, because baby, you are about to grow in such the most beautiful ways. And ah, man, congratulations. So that was your message. If you resonated with it, then I invite you to like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do to stay connected. Or if not, then I will check you when I am supposed to. Have a beautiful, blessed day on purpose. Peace.